Right. Good evening, children. Right. I think now today is our second day of meeting the online class. Right. Last day, we were discussing model paper number 1. In our first video, we were discussing about the model paper number 1. Right. Last week we discussed this paper, model paper number 1. Right. And also before starting the class, I must tell you that every Monday you have to go to the Samadhi Institute and pick up the tune. Right? Every day, every week, we are having the maths class at Thursday, 7 p.m. It is not changed. Every day at 7 p.m. I am sending you the link to the WhatsApp group. So from that, now still we have 2 weeks done, but still some of you have not understand the method. Right? So not understand the method. So you have to please understand the way that we are conducting the class at Thursday, 7 p.m. every day. Right? Every day at 7 p.m. Right. First, I am going to discuss the remaining part of this paper. Model paper number 1, the remaining part. Right? According to my memory, I can remember that last week I only discussed with you up to question number 2. First 1, 2 and 5. I think I only discussed question number 1, 2 and 5 with you last week. No, today I am going to discuss the whole paper last week, the remaining part of the last week's paper, and also today I am going to discuss the model paper number 2, this one. Can you clearly see? Model paper number 2. Today I am going to discuss with you model paper number 2 also. Right? And again I will tell you, if when you are doing this paper, next week's paper, you have to do all the questions. Right? Don't keep it. Now they have given guidelines to select question number 1 and 4 other questions. No, but you have to do all the 4 questions, all the 6 or 7 questions there. Right? Don't select any questions, you must write the answers. You can take about 2 hours and 30 minutes and write the answers. Right? First question. First we'll discuss the last week's remaining part. Now first take that paper, take the last week's paper. Now if you have not take the answers, also last week's answers, please keep it with you nearby. Keep all the tables into a file and keep nearby you. Right? Now I am going to discuss question number 3. Last week's paper, model paper 1, question number 3. A. Amali's mother mixes Kurakan flour and wheat flour in the ratio of 1 to 2. Amali's mother mixes Kurakan flour and wheat flour in the ratio of 1 to 2. When makes Kurakan roti. Now, Amali's mother make a Kurakan roti. Right? Amali's mother make a Kurakan roti. Amali's mother make Kurakan roti, right? Which consists of Kurakan flour and wheat flour. Now Kurakan consists of wheat flour. Now if somebody didn't came to the ratio lesson, right? If somebody didn't came to the ratio lesson, please now work with me, write all these things, right? Write all these things. You must write the single word that I am writing in the board. If you are not write them, you have to write them definitely. So I can't tell everybody every time write this, write this one, write this one. So I can't tell you. Otherwise the time is also wasted. Right? You have to write all the things that I am writing in the board. If some parts are missing, although you are bright one or weaker one or medium time student, you have to write all these things. All the facts should be written in your paper, answer sheet. Right? I am writing in the board which you are necessary only. So you must write them definitely. Right? Kurakan only consists of wheat flour and Kurakan flour. Kurakan only consists of wheat flour and Kurakan flour. Let us mark it. First mark it. Right. They have given the ratio as the Kurakan flour and wheat flour. They have to be changed, right? These two have to be changed. I will make it like this way. Kurakan flour and the wheat flour. Right, first one. Now the ratio between Kurakan flour and wheat flour is 1:2. The ratio between Kurakan flour and wheat flour is 1:2. The data they have been given. First one. Find the mass of the mixture that she can take by mixing 2 kilograms of wheat flour according to the above ratio. Find the mass of mixture that she can take by mixing 2 kilograms of wheat flour according to the above ratio. right? The ratio between Kurakkam flour to wheat flour is 1:2. The ratio between Kurakkam flour to wheat flour is 1:2, right? First tell me the total number of parts. The total number of parts. These sentences must be written, right? Total number of parts. How many? Total number of parts is 3. Total number of parts is 3. Number 1, they are asking find the mass of mixture that she can take by mixing 2 kilograms of wheat flour. They are asking 2 kilograms of wheat flour. Is asking about the 2 kilograms of wheat flour. Find the mass of the mixture that she can take by mixing 2 kilograms of wheat flour according to the above ratio. Now, the total number of parts is 3. Total number of parts 3. Right. 2 parts of wheat flour means what? 2 parts of wheat flour means 2 kilograms. Right. 2 parts of wheat flour means 2 kilograms. Then what is the value of 1 part? 1 part's value. 1 part's value is how many? If the value of 2 parts of wheat flour is 2 kilograms, what is the value of 1 part? 2 divided by what? Divided by 1. What is the answer? So 2 divided by 1. Check it. The value of 2 parts of wheat flour is 2 kilograms. Now we will find the value of 1 part. First find it. Value of 1 part means 2 divided by 2. What is the answer? The value of 1 part is 1 kilogram. The value of 1 part is 1 kilogram. Now how many parts are there in the mixture? 1 part and 2 part. Altogether 3 parts are there. Then the mass of the mixture. What is the mass of the mixture now? Now the value of 1 part is 1 kilogram. Then බලන්න ඔක්කොම Kurakkam flour to wheat flour අනුපාත දීප එකට දෙක. ඉතින් හොයාගත්තා ඔක්කොම අපිට parts තියෙන කෑලි parts 3ක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ඉතින් අපිට හොයාගන්න. අපිට දත්තයක් දීලා තියෙනවා. data එක අපිට දීලා තියෙනවා. parts wheat flour parts දෙකක ගාන කිලෝග්‍රෑම් 2යි. wheat flour parts දෙකක ගාන කිලෝග්‍රෑම් 2යි නම් එක part එකක ගාන කීයද? එක part එකක ගාන 2 divided by 2 1 kilogram. එක part එකේ value එක 1 kilogram. එහෙනම් අපිට කියන අපි mixture එකේ parts 3ක් තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් mass mixture එකේ mass එක කීයද? What is the mixture of the mass? Mixture of the mass is 1 kilogram into 3. The answer is 3 kilograms. The answer is 3 kilograms. The mass of the mixture is 3 kilograms. Please write them down. Please write them down. Right, next one. I think now you have enough time, I think. Please write them down. Right. Mass of the mixture is 3 kilograms. Write them fastly, right? I am moving the camera quickly. Yet write it fastly. Right, next one. Problem number 2. Find the mass of the wheat flour that he has to mix according to the above ratio to take 900 grams of the mixture. Right. Now if we need to find the mass of the wheat flour that she has to mix according to the above ratio to take 900 grams of the mixture. Number 2. Problem number 2. We are discussing question number 3. Problem number 2. Find the mass of the wheat flour that she has to mix according to the above ratio to take 900 grams of the mixture. Now I have to find the mass of the wheat flour that she has to mix according to the above ratio to mixer එකේ අපිට grams 900ක් හදාන්නට නම් අපෙන් ගන්න wheat flour එක කොච්චරක් ඕනද කියලා. mixer එකේ grams 900ක් හදන්න නම් සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම අපිට කොච්චරක් ඕනද කියලා තමයි අහන්නේ. Right. What is the value of 3 parts of the mixture? 3 parts of the mixture means how many grams? 900 grams. මේ mixture එකේ parts 3ක value එක කියලා 900 grams. then අපිට එකෙන් ත්‍රිං ගන්න පුළුවන් the value of 1 part. What is the value of 1 part? 900 divided by 3. What is the answer? 300 grams. The value of 1 part is 300 grams. Now how many wheat flour parts are there? We took the ratio Kurakkam roti I has raised it, right? The ratio between the wheat flour, Kurakan flour to wheat flour was how many? We took it earlier. The ratio was 1:2. No? Now how many wheat flours are there? 2 wheat flours are there. Then the mass of wheat flour means how many? How many? 2 parts are there. 2 parts are there means 302 means 600 grams. The mass of the wheat flour needed is 600 grams. The answer is 600 grams. Right? The answer is 600 grams. Next one, find the mass of wheat flour. Find the mass of wheat flour that she has to mix with 750 grams of Kurakan flour. Right? Find the, now write them down, please. Write them down quickly. I'll give you the 1 minute time. Right, now in row number 3. We are in row number 3. Now we are in row number 3. Right. Number 3 they are asking find the mass of wheat flour that she has to mix with 750 grams of Kurakan flour. Now they are asking what is the mass of wheat flour which should be mixed with 750 grams of Kurakan flour. Now first understand the question, read the question and understand it. First understand the question. The 1 part of Kurakan flour is how many? 1 part of Kurakan, KF and KF is Kurakan flour is how many? 750 grams. So how many wheat flours are there? How many parts of wheat flours are there? 2 parts. Then what is the value of 2 parts of wheat flour? 2 parts of wheat flour. I mean 1 part is 750 grams. Value of 2 parts means 750 into 2. What is the answer? 1500 grams or 1.5 kg. Both answers are correct, right? The value of 2 parts they are asking. Gram 750 Kurakan flour gram 750 ගොත් එක wheat flour කොච්චරක් අපිට mix කරන්න ඕනද, right? ratio එක තියෙන 1:2 නේ. මේන් 750 ඕන නම් wheat flour අපිට ඕන. මේ Kurakan flour 750 grams ඕන නම් wheat flour අපිට ඕන. ඒ වගේ දෙගුණයක්. ඒ parts දෙකක් තියෙන්නේ. ඒක 750 එක දෙකක්. ඒ කියන්නේ 1500 it means 1.5 kilograms, right? Let's mark it down. The answer means 1.5 kilograms. Write them fastly. Write them fastly. Right. Next part. Next part. Part B. Next one, part B. Write the ratios in the simplest form. Write the ratios in the simplest form. Remember, now we have to complete four more lessons. Right? We have to complete 4 more lessons in your syllabus. Right? All these lessons I am going to start from the next one. It means from the next week's in the third week's video, I am going to start to teach in the remaining lessons. Right? So in the next month you can cover it because we are going to come now. When the time when today is Thursday, no. When Thursday you must already answer third paper also. Now in your hands you are having the third week's paper number 3 also. We are discussing it the next Thursday, right? After that, I am going to discuss with you these 4 lessons. Right? After that, I am going to discuss with you these 4 lessons. So sometimes next week, I will teach the remaining one part of these lessons. We have 4 other easy lessons to complete. We will complete it very easily. Sometimes I will make a tute with all these 4 lessons, and then you can answer in the tute itself, right? You can write the answer in the tute itself. So I will provide you the space to write the answers also. Next tute I will give you in the next month. Next week I will give it, right? So you have to write the answers in the tute itself. So it is easy for you. Easy for me also. Then we can do the exercises very easily, right? So we try to take the maximum out of this work. You know that with the current situation we are unable to do the classes now. We can't do the classes now, right? But you have to cover all these things because in December month I am going to start the grade 8 lessons. From December month I am going to start the grade 8 because we can't go backwards. You know, mostly if you take a good example, the students who are learning in Colombo district, or some very populated areas, they now already have finished all the lessons. Already they have not gone to school. I met a boy from Royal College boy. He has covered all the grade 7 lessons, right? He has covered all the grade 7 lessons and he has done the papers also. But he has, similarly like you, he has also not gone to the classes. But by going to YouTubes, he go to the YouTube videos and he have covered all the grade 7 syllabus and he does done papers also. He is asking for me some papers, right? So all of you, already you are thinking already you are at home. You are thinking the same people, same children at your age have completed the syllabus and they are done the papers also. In Colombo district, in Kampa district, some of my students, some of my friends students, they have already completed it. So you also need, when you are going to grade 8, definitely you have to complete all these lessons. Right? So that is why we are going to do it. Sometimes from the next week there will be 2 videos in 1 week. So in some 1 week you will have 2 online classes. Right? I will inform you. Right? Go in the WhatsApp. Every messages are there in the WhatsApp group. Remember that every Thursday you have in the classes. That is not changing. Right? Now we are in question on part B. We are in part B. Give the ratios in simplest form. Do these ratios in simplest form. First one. Question number 3, part B. Right? 42 into 77. And part number 2, 4 is to 32 is to 12. Right. Now you write this ratios in simplest form. Write this ratios in simplest form. Right. First one. 42 into 77. First one, 42 into 77, right? How to write in simplest form? We can divide the both numbers by 7. We can divide the both quantities by 7. Right? Now when I am doing the video, you know that most of it during this 1 and 30 hours, mostly I am speaking it to in English. Now if you can't understand some areas, please message to me in the group, or you can privately call to me or message for me and tell me, sir, please tell the singular meaning also. Right? Otherwise, I will teach all things in English. Right? So if you need a singular meaning also, please tell me, sir, I can't understand these words. So if you are, I am very faster, I am very faster, I cannot write these things. So just tell me from the next video, from the next online class, I will make it. So you are privately, you are tell to me, right? If you can't write, if I am erasing the board quickly, or you can't see the board clearly. If some technical occurs, so right, you have to inform us. Otherwise, you don't know. Right? You are the person, the people who are watching have to inform us, right? Right? So anybody can tell to us if some in science and also in the science classes, if you have any problem, please tell to me. Oh sir, right? We will give you so next day also, if you can't understand the ways in English, please tell me. Then I will talk more in singular, right? So tell me if you can't understand these things, please tell me. Then I will talk in singular also, right? First one. 42 and 77. Now you write these numbers in simplest form. We can divide the both sides by 7. 42 also by 7. 77 also by 7. No? Both numbers are divisible by 7. 42 into 7 means 6. 77 divided by 7 means 0. The ratio, the simplest form is 6 is to 11. Simplest ratio is 6 is to 11. Right? Simplest ratio is 6 is to 11. 6 to 11. Next one. Number 2, 4 is to 32 is to 12. 4 is to 32 is to 12. Right, remember, don't waste the time. When you are at the home, don't waste the time. You have to do the paper in 2.5 hours. Straight away take 2.5 hours and write the paper. Then you are very easy. Right? When you are doing this paper, all the areas are covering. Right? When you are discussing the papers, I think the most important thing is discussing papers, because when you discuss the papers, if some student is there who can't understand anything, they can understand because I am teaching the smallest point. Likewise, I am teaching in the class, I am teaching you, right? So you have to take the benefits of this individual. This is like an individual class. Take the benefits of this online class. It is like an individual class. You are alone. You are watching this video, right? So it's a very huge benefit for you. This one, 4 is to 32 is to 12. How to find this number in the ratio in simplest form? Divide all the terms by 4. 32 also by 4. 12 also by 4. What is the answer? 4 divided by 4 means 1. 32 divided by 4 means 8. 12 divided by 4 means 3. The ratio is 1 is to 8 is to 3. The simplest ratio is 1:8:3, right? Simplest ratio is 1:8:3. Simplest ratio is 1:8:3. Mark it. Next time we are going to discuss question number 4. Mention that angles in given below. Mention the angles given below. Mention the angles in given below. Each instance show dynamic nature or static nature. So you have to name whether these instances show a static nature or dynamic nature. First one, angles in between the edges of a dome. Angles in between the edges of a dome. I think I teach it in the class also. The angles in between the edges of a dome is represents static nature. It represents static nature. Mark your answers. Static nature. Next one, angles between O and point of the speedometer when the vehicle runs. What is that? That is a dynamic nature. I think I teach you about this type of angles when I am teaching you angles. And the last one, angle between the spoke wires of a bicycle wheel. Angles between the spoke wire of the bicycle wheel, there is just a change. It means static nature. If there is not changing, it's a static nature. Right? Otherwise, it is a dynamic nature. Right? I think we discussed it in the class. Right? Name the below angles. Part B. Name the below angles. Name the below angles. First one. Name the below angles. Name the below angles. Right. From number 1. What is that angle? You name these angles. Right. This is they have marked as M and P. Now you can see the vertex. Vertex of these two arms is N. The vertex point is N. Here vertex is Y. So now when you are naming an angle, angle and number, the vertex method. N should be in the B, and you have to mark the angle mark also. Mark the angle. Other letters can be changed. You can write M and P or P and M. But remember that this angle can't be changed. Other letters can be interchanged. Right? Other numbers, other letters can be interchanged, but this letter can be one size angle M in P O P N. What is this type of angle? This is like a acute angle, no? This is acute angle. Next one, angle XYZ. XYZ reflex, because it's a reflex angle. No? They have marked it that angle is reflex XYZ. So either you can write reflex ZYX, right? Reflex XYZ, or can write reflex ZYX. Both answers are correct. I told you, no, the middle angle should be at the middle. Others can be changed, right? Others can be changed. So I did now fastly. Let them down. So we are conducting the class during 1.5 hours means, because you know when you are conducting online class, it takes a huge cost, right? You know that when you are conducting it takes a huge cost. Then this why we are conducting the class during 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I try to finish the class during 1 hour and 30 minutes. So take the maximum out of this, right? Take out of the class, right? The angle M N P O P N, and this one reflex XYZ and reflex ZYX. Reflex XYZ or reflex ZYX. Mark it, mark it. Next one, you have marked draw the below angles. Draw the angles ABC. Angle ABC equals 37 degrees. PQR equals 150 degrees. And TSM equals 215 degrees. Now you have 3 angles to draw. Now see the board. If you don't know how to draw an angle, right? This is the answer for room number 1. Now we are in room number, which one? What is our room number? We are in room number C, part C. Right. Now we have to draw 3 types of angles. We have to draw three angles. First one is ABC is a 37 degrees. So you can easily keep the protractor in this line. You draw line segment, keep a protractor here. You can't draw without using the protractor. You must mark the angles using the protractor. Right? Now you can check. You can keep your protractor and check whether you have marked it correctly. keep the productor here, keep the base of the productor in this line segment. There's origin, no? In the productor there's origin. This is a scale, and mark 37 count from this side 0, and there is 37 at one point, and keep a one mark like that way and join it. Right? You can mark it as 37 degrees. This is 37 degrees. Remember, angle AB is, this should be B. This can be interchanged. Angle ABC. Either you can write A or C here. This can be interchanged, but this one can't be interchanged. So we have to show it using the productor. कोणमान पाविच्च कल्ले में कान दिन angle माने ना कान productor को दिन तियान base सगत तक में line segment तक के दिन तियान ने ऐसे productor के origin ने तीन line तक में ना अंश तीसरा तक गांड में ना line segment के कान दिला मैं B एक अनिवार्य मतलब दिए ना ना मैं A का C का interchange होने बुलू A का C का interchange होने बुलू. Right, next one, PQR is 150 degrees. Right, PQR is 150 degrees. So you can mark it also. Right. Can draw it like this way. Angle like this way. P, this can't be interchanged. This can't be interchanged, right? PQR 150 degrees. So you can start it count from this side and mark 150 degrees. Start from this side. Product and mark 150 and mark it PQR. This is PQR 150 degrees. Next one, TSM 215. TSM 215. Now you know that in the product only there are 108 degrees. In the inner circle and the outer circle we have only 108 degrees. Then after that, कोणमान अपने तीन scale का दिन कैसे आसुए ना इधर. मतलब क्या कदिन नोंद 215 ने कौन में कदिन. अपने scale का तीन 180 ना इधर है. तो 215 ने कन तीनों. अभी कौन में कदिन इधर. We can start drawing it like this way. Right? We can start drawing in this manner. First, now I am going to erase this one. This erase. This is also enough time now. Take your right. Now, how to draw 215 degrees? How to draw 215 degrees? Right? This is the method. We know that when there is an angle more than 180, अपने आदि नदी बहुत angle लग अंश के किसी का सूर बैठी है. Method डालते हैं करना method देखा अपन क्या करना है 360 वालिंग मैंने make मैं angle के value का अदला अने acute angle का भी आंधी नो पर आंधी नो का देने की ना first we draw it from 360 degrees. The value of the angle should be reduced. I teach all these things, right? अंश का तुम सेटिंग आडू कौन देसी है पहाड़ों. What is the answer? 0 minus 5 means 5, 5 minus 1 is 4, 3 minus 2 means 145 degrees. So now you can draw an angle with 145 degrees very easily. Draw a line segment, keep the protractor, mark a point and keep the protractor here and mark 145 degrees. So this way. It comes an angle like this way, 145 degrees. This one is TSM, not this can be S. It can be TNM, TSM. Angle TSM, right? Now this side is 145. Then what is 215? The reflex of this one is how many? The reflex of this angle is 250. But minus that, nikam up there. They 145 and the gamma nikam with the main angle. Like 250. So angle is TSM, angle 215 degrees. This is the method of doing it. Please copy it down. Please copy it down. I am giving you time to write these things. So if you can't, so please use the protectors and mark the angles. Don't use just don't draw the angles, right? You have to keep the protector and I give some time to choose the protectors and mark the angles. If you have not marked the angles, please mark it. Right? Next one. Next question. Number 6. It is based on algebraic expression. Building up algebraic expression. This is very easy question. Number 6 is very easy. Number 6 is very easy. Right? I think now enough time. Right. Keep the protector and mark it. Right. Number 6. Now we are discussing question number 6. Part A. Right. A service charge of a current bill. There's a current bill is being, a description of a current bill is being given. Right. A description of a current bill is being given. Right. The service charge of the current bill is 5 rupees. Service charge. Service charge is 50 rupees. Current bill service charge is 50 rupees. Next one. The charge of each unit for first 100 units is 5. First 100 units. Now if you have not write these data, you have to write them down. First 100 units is 5 rupees. If it exceed more than 100, it is 8 per unit. 8 per unit. The number of current units used in the Mr. Amaradasa's house is 120. The number of minutes used in the house is 120. First one, build up a equation, build up a numerical expression for the total charges for his current. Now just you have to build up an expression. Now there, if you write the answer, your answer is completely wrong. You have to just write an expression. Right? Expression is another thing, answer is another thing. 2 words, expression and answer. You have to write an expression. Right? Now just think. Then බලන්න එක කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා. මේ කරන්ට් බිල් එක විස්තරات අපිට දීලා තියෙනවා. මේ කරන්ට් බිල් එක සර්විස් charge එක රුපියල් 50. يعني ඒ ඕන ඒ වැලියු එක හැමදාම ඇඩ් වෙනවා. ඕන කරන්ට් බිල් එකට මේක ඇඩ් වෙනවා. පළවෙනි එකක 100 100 units වලට රුපියල් 5යි. ඒක යුනිට් එකට 5 වෙන්න තමයි පළවෙනි යුනිට් 100 වෙන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ 100 වල වැලියු නම් පස්සේ යුනිට්ස් ගාන 100 වල වැලියු වෙච්ච ගමන් එක යුනිට් එක රුපියල් 8 වෙන්න තමයි charges වෙන්නේ. එක්සිට් බෝඩ් එක හදන්නේ පළවෙනි 100ට රුපියල් 5 වෙන්න ඊට පස්සේ 100 වෙන වෙච්ච ගමන් රුපියල් 8 වෙන්න තමයි හදන්නේ. අමරදාසගේ මනුස්සයෙක් ගෙදර ඒක 120ක් පාවිච්චි යුනිට් 120ක් පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙනවා. යුනිට් 120ක් පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙනවා. අපි අහන්නේ මේ 120ට යන වියදම ඒතර එක්ස්ප්‍රෙෂන් එකක් ලියන්න කියලා. ප්‍රකාශනයක් ලියන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. බලන්න ගන්න විදිය. මේ සර්විස් charge. මේ සර්විස් charge is adding for all the bills, right? සර්විස් charge හැම එකම ඇඩ් වෙනවා. 50 plus. දැන් බලන්න මොකද දෙන්නේ කියලා. පළවෙනි 100ට රුපියල් 5 වෙන්න. ඒ 100 කොහොමද අර charge වෙන්නේ? 120ක් පාවිච්චි කරලානේ. 100ක් කොහොමද පාවිච්චි කරලා කියන්නේ? Unit of 5 it's one on the unit of one charge is 5 units, have 100 units, 5 into 100, right? 5 into 100. Next one, when it exceeds more than 100, it charges 8 per unit. How many exceed? 120 means plus 120 minus 100 multiplied by 8. What is the reason for it? What is the reason? Now he has used 120 units, so 120 minus 100 means 20. Or you can write 20 multiplied by 8. Both the answers are correct. You can write 20 multiplied by 8. So this is the expression. This is the expression they needed. Both the answers are correct. 50 plus 5 multiplied by 100 plus 20 into 8. Both answers are correct. This one or this one. Mark it, mark it. Next one. Right. Solve it and find the total charge of the current bill. Problem number 2. Problem number 2. We have to solve this expression. Solve this expression and find the answer. Right. Tell me the answer. 50 plus 5 into 100 means 500 20 into 8 means 160. What is the total charge? The current bill, 710 rupees. So row number 2 answer is 710 rupees. 710 rupees. Right? The total charge is 710 rupees. Right? Next one. Next one. Simplify part B. 6 part B. Simplify. Right. 4a minus a plus 5b. 4a minus a plus 5b. What is the answer? Now you can find now like terms are together. Like terms together. What is the answer? 4a minus a. 4a minus a. There are two different. This one is positive. No? This one is negative. Two different symbols are there in indicated numbers. We have to subtract. 4a minus a means 3a plus 5b. The answer is 3a plus 5b. Row number 2. What is the answer? 2a minus b minus 3a. 2a minus b minus 3a plus 7b plus 8. Now you can see that they have jumbled the terms. මේ terms ටික පිළිවෙලට නැහැ. මුලින්ම මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ? එක වගේ පද කියන්නේ non terms ටික ඔක්කොම එක ළඟ ලියා ගන්නවා. right බලන්න කරන්න විදිය. այդ non terms ටිකද 7b minus b. right 2a minus 3a minus b plus 7b minus 8. What is the answer? 2a minus positive 2a minus 3a. What is the answer? Minus 1a. Minus 1a minus b plus 7b means plus 6b minus 8. So you can write minus 1a means minus a, no? Minus 1a means they are equal. Plus 6b minus 8. So answer is minus a plus 6b minus 8. You can interchange these terms. මේ terms මාරු කරලා තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මේක sign එක වෙනස් වෙන්න බෑ. මේ terms මාරු කරලා තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. මේ signs මාරු වෙන්න බෑ. Minus a plus 6b minus 8. Right? Minus a plus 6b minus 8. Right? Minus a plus 6b minus 8. Mark it. Next one. Number 7. That is the most important question. The reason I am discussing that there is the question based on HCF and LCM. I think now you can't remember what is HCF and what is LCM. Most of the students, they can't understand, although we teach it every day, the HCF and LCM, they always interchange it. Always හැමදාම කොච්චර කියාද උනත් HCF LCM මතක නැහැ අන්තිම වෙද්දී. අපිට අන්තිමේදී මතක නැහැ HCF LCM. ඒ වගේම HCF ගන්න ගමන් පස්සේ LCM එක හොයනවා. LCM ගන්න ගමන් පස්සේ HCF හැමදාම කොමාරු කරනවා. හරියට බලන්න මම මුලින්ම කියනවා HCF එක කොහොමද හොයන්නේ? LCM එක කොහොමද හොයන්නේ කියලා මම අයිත් මුලින්ම මතක් කරනවා. හොඳට බලගන්න මේ වීඩියෝ දිහා. Right? Here the answer is minus a plus 6b minus 8. Please write it correctly. You must write all these things. Right? Write all these things. Number 1, question number 7. Now we are discussing question number 7. We are discussing question number 7. Right? We are discussing question number 7. 7a. You have to follow the given methods and find the LCM of, find the least common multiple of 6, 15 and 30. Follow the following methods and find the LCM of 6, 15 and 30. LCM කියලා කියන්නේ least common multiple. Least common multiple අපිට කියන short form එක තමයි LCM. Least common multiple with least common multiple. LCM. You have to find the LCM of 6, 15 and 30. So number 1, by using the multiples, no? By writing down multiples of the numbers. Now, if they have given the method, you must definitely do in that method. You must find the multiples and then find the least common multiple. Then write the least correct. Table multiples of 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. What are the multiples of 15? 15, 30, 45, 60. Of 30, 60, 90. Enough. Right. Now, what is the least number which all 6, 5 and 30 are common? What is the least number we found? In here, 6, 12, 15, 30, 30. You can find that 30 is the number that is commonly found in all these three terms. So, the least common multiple is LCM is LCM is equals to 30. LCM is equals to 30. Please write it down. The LCM is 30. The LCM is 30. Right? The LCM is 30. Now I am zooming it, right? Now I am zooming it. You write it now clearly. Write clearly. 6, 15 and 30. First write the multiples of it. Multiples of 15, 30. The LCM is 30. Write all these things, right? You can't follow any other method. If they have given the guidelines to follow, write down the multiples, right? So you write down the multiples. The LCM is 30. Right, so I am going to erase the board now. Then I am is enough. LCM is 30. Right, next one. You have to find the LCM by considering the prime factors. You have to write down by considering prime factors. By considering prime factors, right? So, how to find the prime factors? We have to start dividing using the prime factors. So, we prime factors are divide prime numbers. Right? Start with this one, 6. Divide by 2, answer is 3. Divide by 3, answer is 1. 15, start dividing by 3. 3 times 5. Here 5 times also 1. Again 30 also. 30 also we can divide it by 2. When 30 divided by 2, what is the answer? 15. 15 divided by 3, no? We can't divide by 2, no? 15 divided by 3 means 5. 5 divided by 5 means 1. I divide the numbers. I just divide the numbers using the prime factors only. Prime numbers only, right? I use only prime numbers to divide. After see, 6 divided by 2 means 3. 3 we can't divide by 2, no? It will be divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 means 1. Here 15. 15 divided by 3 means 5. 5 divided by 5 means 1. Here 30. 30 divided by 2 means 15. 15 divided by 3 means 5. 5 divided by 5 means again 1. So we can write 6. And this 6 means 2 multiplied by 3. 15 means what? 15 means 3 multiplied by 5. Right? 15 means 3 multiplied by 5. Let's write it down. Please write it down fastly, right? I will now you will get when you are seeing the camera, all these things will be clearly, right? Right. The factors of here. Now here, factors of 30. 2 into 3 into 5. 2 into 3 into 5. Right. First you must write these things. How you divide these terms? 6, 15 and 30. Now see, now 2 means only 2 times 1 is here. 3 is also 1. 3, we are writing in index form. Now can you remember it? How to divide, how to find the LCM with prime factors? You are writing them in index form. 2 times 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1. Here also 3 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 1. What about 30? 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 1. Now very easily we can find easily now the LCM of 6, 15 and 30. Now write the highest values, highest indices of all the numbers. Here 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1, 5 to the power 1, 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1, 5 to the power 1. You will get the answer as, again you will get the answer as 30. Again you will get the answer as 30. 2 to the power 1 means 2, 3 to the power 1 means 3, 5 to the power 1 means 5. Then you get the answer 2 into 3 into 5. It means the answer is 30. Please write down the method. Right? Please write down the method clearly. Now I am again recalling, memorizing you how to find LCM using prime factor. This is the method, right? First you have to divide them using the prime numbers. Remember, you are only dividing with prime numbers only. When you are writing using prime factor, if they have given the question, write the numbers in prime factors. You are using only prime numbers to divide this. 2, 3, 3, 5, all are prime numbers. Prime numbers is which can divide करना. If we have 6 के expand कर लिया गा, तो expand करने का index form में लिया, अंतिम final का answer LCM is 30. Lastly, problem number 3, they have given to find the LCM with the method of division. Normally, the most easiest method is the method of division. අපේ LCM හොයන්න කිව්වොත් පුරුදු වෙන්න කරන්න හැම වෙලේම method of division එක. තමයි ලේසි method problem number 3 තමයි ලේසිම එක. Right? You have to do it using the division form. Right? Problem number 3. Enough time. You have to find the LCM using the method of division. Right? 6, 15, right? Straight away 6, 15, 30. එකපාරට 6, 15, 30 ලියලා division mark එක දාන්න මේ විදිහට. Put 6, 15 and 30 and put the division mark. Right? From which number we are going to divide it? We are using always dividing from the prime numbers only. Always divide from the prime numbers only. Right? Now don't ask from me what is a prime number. What is a prime number? Prime numbers is the numbers which have exactly 2 factors. Prime numbers කියලා කියන්නේ ප්‍රථම සංඛ්‍යාවක් කියලා කියන්නේ හරියටම සාධක දෙකක් තියෙනවා. හැම වෙලේම divide කරන prime numbers. Right? But what is the number we can use to divide 6, 15 and 30? Can you divide by 2? What is the answer? 3. Can you divide by 2? Can't. And 30 divided by 2 means again 50. Again I am going to divide these numbers by 3. 3 times 1, 3 times 5. 15 divided by 3 means 5. Again I can divide these numbers by which number? By 5. 1, 1, 1. You must have to divide the numbers until we came 1, 1, 1. Until you came the answer 1, 1. So we can write that LCM equals to 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. The LCM is 30. The LCM is 30. Right? The LCM is 30. Write it down clearly. The LCM is 30. LCM is 30. Next one. Number 3. Sorry, part B. Find the highest common factor of 6, 15 and 30 by the method of division. You have to find the LCH. Highest common factor means what? Highest common factor means HCF. Right? Highest common factor means HCF. Now you have to find the HCF of 6, 15 and 30 by the method of division. Part B. 7 part B. Find the HCF of 6, 15 and 30. High පහළවේ සහ 30 අපිට HCF එක හොයන්න කියලා කියන්නේ division method එකේ. method එක කියනවා තියෙනවා මොකද අපිට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. We have to find the HCF using the division method only. Right. But the least number that we can divide it, all these numbers 6, 15 and 30, straight away we can get the answer divided by 3. 3 times 2, 3 times 5 and 3 times 10. 2, 5 and 10. No? So you can easily tell that HCF is very easy, 3. HCF is equals to 3. So the least number, the highest common factor that we can get all these terms, 6, 15 and 30 is 3. So HCF is 3. Very easily you can divide all these 3 terms can be divided by 3. No? 2, 5. The highest number we can divide all these 3 terms is 3. Right? The highest number we can divide all these 3 numbers. අපිට මේ සංඛ්‍යා අතුරම බෙදන්න පුළුවන් ලොකුම සංඛ්‍යාව කීයද? 3. The answer is 2, 5 and 10. Right. That is question number 7. I think now we have finished the paper number 1. We have finished paper. Now we are going to discuss revision paper number 2. This one. Model paper number 2. Model paper number 2. Right. We are going to discuss it now. Right. Take it now fastly. Right. First one. Complete the figure so that question first part. Right. First part of the model paper 2. First part of the model paper 2. Right. Complete the figure. Complete the figure. Right. So diagram this diagram is being given. You have to complete the figure. Right. You must complete the figure. Right. very easily. Bilateral symmetry is being here. This should be the answer. This should be the answer. Number 2, write. Now I am discussing it fast. Right. Number 2, write the elements of set P in curly brackets. Write it. Set P in curly brackets using curly brackets. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Close the curly brackets. Right. Number 3, find the HCF, highest common factor of 6 and 15. What is the HCF of 6 and 50? Very easy. You find it in the last paper also. You find it. So right. Sorry. Number 3, write two necessities for number which divisible by 6. Last week also I discussed about the divisibility. In the last week's video also, the last week's online class also, we discussed about the divisibility. Now they are asking two necessities කියලා කියන්නේ මේ සංඛ්‍යා සංඛ්‍යාවක් හයෙන් බෙදෙන්න necessities කියලා කියන අවශ්‍යතාව. යම් සංඛ්‍යාවක් හයෙන් බෙදෙන්න අවශ්‍යතාව. මොකද තියෙන අවශ්‍යතාවය? යම් සංඛ්‍යාවක් හයෙන් බෙදෙන්න නම් ඒ සංඛ්‍යාව දෙකෙන් බෙදෙන්නත් ඕන තුනෙන් බෙදන්නත් ඕන. For number divisible by 6, that number should be divisible by 2 and it should be divisible by 3. So write them down. First point, the number should be divisible by 2. The number should be divisible by 2. And also, other point, and also the number should be divisible by 3 also. The number should be divisible by 3 also. If the number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, දෙකම බෙදනවා නම් විතරයි a number is divisible by 6. Right? A number is divisible by 6. Write down. Write them down. Next one, number 4. Find the highest common factor of 6 and 15. Find the highest common factor of 6. Very easy. You did in the paper. अंतिम question में तिबेगने 6, 15, 30. तूने HCF का तूने 6 and 50 का HCF का तूने. मतलब right बार में तेरे को 6 and 15. 10 factors of 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. 15 factors. 1, 2, 3, 5, 50. Now you can see the common factors are 1 and 3. Out of these are the largest number. The HCF is 3. The HCF is 3. So HCF, highest common factor කියලා කියන්නේ 3. මේ සංඛ්‍යා දෙකම විශාලව එක තියෙන 3. Factors HCF ගන්න factors ලියුවා. Highest common factor තමයි 3. Right? The HCF is 3. Next to number 5. Number 4. You expand this product 4 to the power 3 and you write it as a product 4 to the power 3 and x to the power 2. 4 to the power 3. Right. 4 to the power 3 means expand it 4 into 4 into 4 plus x squared means x into multiplied by x multiplied by x. Remember when you algebra වලදී x කියලා මෙන්න මේක විදියට c දෙපැත්ත ලියනවා. මේක x ලියන්න. Right? 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by x multiplied by x. This is the answer for question number 5. Right, number 6. Explain why 2012 a leap year. Explain why AD 2012 is a leap year. What is the reason? What the reason for it? What the reason for that year 2012 is a leap? Because it is divisible by 4. Answer is because it is divisible by 4. Because it is divisible by 4. Right. Number 8. Draw the below angles. Number 8. Draw the below angles. Number 8. Draw the below angles. Draw the below angles. Let the easy question. Draw the below angles. Number 8. Draw the below angles. First one, straight angle. This is a straight angle. You can mark it. Straight angle. Number 2, reflex angle. Lastly, you draw a reflex angle. Hit A, O, B, P, Q, and R. Knowledge of marking, right? If you need, you can mark it with letters, right? Reflex angle. Next one, select the improper fractions out of these. Select the improper fractions out of the answer is 9 over 2 and 11 over 5. 9 over 2 and 11 over 5. Right? 9 over 2 and 11 over 5. Number 10. Number 10. Number 10. Find the value. Number 10. Find the value. Now I'm going to this board. Number 10. Find the value. Today I'm discussing it fast, right? I'm going to discuss the whole paper today. 1 and 1 over 2 and 1 over 3, right? Now before simplifying this one, we have to count. This is a mixed number. This is a mixed number. Whole number है कोई fraction part है तो नया number है mixed number है. मेरा क्या fraction है, unit fraction है. अन्य क्या आदम क्या करने? What we are going to? First we want to convert this mixed number into a normal fraction. Right? This is the method. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 means 3. 3 over 2 plus 1 over 3. Right? 3 over 2 plus 1 over 3. मतलब मुझे करे बितने मिक्स नाम मेरा क्या मिक्सर भाग गया. मिक्सर भाग अब सामान भाग कर कन्वर्ट कर रहा था. कट कन्वर्ट दे बिटो improper fraction. Right? This is the method. 2 times 1. This denominator should be multiplied by the whole number. 2 times 1 is 2. Then add the numerator. 2 plus 1 means 3. 3 over 2 plus 1 over 3. Now you know how to simplify. Now here they don't have a common denominator. Now we don't have a common denominator. The common denominator, the LCM of these numbers 2 and 3 is what? The LCM of 2 and 3 is 2 times 3. LCM is 6. So here the common denominator is 6. So we have to make this one, this denominator also into 6. This one also into 6. We can convert this number into 6 by 3 over 2 multiplied by 3. This also should be, if the denominator is multiplied by 3, numerator should be multiplied by 3 plus 1 over 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. The reason to make it 6, we want to multiply by 2. The both numbers should be multiplied by 2. What is the answer? 9 over 6 plus 2 over 6. The answer is 11 over 6. The answer is 11 over 6. Mark it. Number 11. Number 11. Now here the මෙයාගේ තැන් වලදී අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? අපි common denominator එකක් හොයන්න ඕන. common පොදු හරයක් හොයාගෙන පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් LCM method එක. මෙතන අපේ ලේසියෙන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් ඕන කෙනෙක්ට ඕන ගාණක් හදන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමය තමයි LCM එක හොයන්නේ. Find the LCM and then find the answer is 11 over 6. The answer is 11 over 6. Number 11. Number 11. Express the below fraction as a decimal number. Right, 3 over 8. Now we want to convert into a decimal number. Right, remember when you are converting decimal number, you know that we want to convert. When you are converting decimal number fraction into decimal number, we want to make the denominator into 10, 100 or 1000. And then fraction dila. Can you imagine in some class? I think in Samadhi Institute I didn't do this decimal lesson. In some classes I have done it. Right? We have to convert decimal number into the fraction number. The first thing you have to convert is number into 10, 100 or 1000. I think you know that you can't convert 8 into 10. You can't convert 8 into 100 also. But you can convert this 8 into 1000. After 8 के 1000 convert कर पूरा. 10 को convert करना है, 100 convert करना है. अभी 8 की multiply करो the 100 दिन नहीं. 125. Multiplied by 125. 3 also should be multiplied by 125. Right? 3 multiplied by 125. What is the answer? 375. Here 18 125 means what? 1000. So 375 over 1000 means 0.375. 0.375. The answer is 0.375. The answer is 0.375. Number 12. Number 12. Simplify 20m minus n minus 7m plus 1. 20m minus n minus 7m. Now please choose the red pens and write the answers. Now they have been rambled, right? So you write the like terms together. 20m minus 7m minus n plus 1. එක වගේ සජාතිය පද මුලින් ලියා ගන්නවා. 20m minus 7m is 13m minus n plus 1. The answer is 13m minus n plus 1. 13m minus n plus 1. Right. Now we are in question number 13. Now we are in question number 13. Number 13. 5 grams and 19 milligrams. 5 grams and 19 milligrams equals to 5 grams plus space milligrams. Here milligrams plus blank milligrams. Here milligrams, right? And you know that, and you are all learn it in the lesson mass, that 1 gram means 1000 milligrams. You learn that 1 gram means 1000 milligrams. Milligram da, right? So here 5 grams plus milligrams means 19 milligrams. Right? Here the answer you can find 5019 milligrams. 5 grams plus 90. 5 grams means 5000 milligrams, right? 1 gram means 1000 milligrams, no? So 5 grams means 5000 milligrams, right? Plus 19 milligrams means 5019 milligrams. The answer is 5019 milligrams. The answer is 5019 milligrams, right? Question number 14. Number 14. Draw a scalene triangle and obtuse angle triangle. Draw a scalene triangle and obtuse angle triangle. Draw a scalene triangle and obtuse angle triangle. Right? What is a scalene triangle? We learned about the types of triangles. We learn according to sides. According to sides, there are 3 types of triangles. According to sides, there are 3 types of triangles. One triangle is mainly equilateral triangle. One triangle is equilateral triangle. The other triangle is, what's equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle means a triangle which all sides are equal in length. All sides are equal in length. It's equilateral triangle. Then what is a scalene isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle is a type of triangle with only 2 sides are equal in length. Only 2 sides are equal in length. Other one, the scalene triangle means any sides are not equal in length. Scalene triangle actually get a පැත්තක සමාන නැති triangle. Single little විෂම පාද ත්‍රිකෝණ, right? A scalene triangle, you draw a scalene triangle very easily. You can draw a scalene triangle like this. Any triangle with sides are different in length. This side 6 centimeters, 8 centimeters. Any triangle you can draw it, but remember that all the 3 sides are not equal in length. This is the scalene triangle. Scalene triangle. Next one, you have to draw a obtuse angle triangle. You must draw obtuse angle triangle. Remember, when I am making this tube, I have made this tube to cover all the points. Sam point එකම අහුවෙන දේ තමයි point එක මේ paper එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට පරණ දේවල් ටික මතක් කරගන්න ඕන තමයි මේ ටියුට් එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ හැම දෙයක්ම මේක theory පාස් කරලා වැඩිපුර පාර්ට් එකක් එතකොට theory ගණන් බලන්න විදිහට තමයි ටියුට් එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි paper එක discuss කරන්න ගිහලා නෑ. ඉතින් lessons 4 අපි ලබන හද ඉක්මන ප්‍රතිපදින් පටන් ගන්නවා ඒක. හරිද? ඉතින් අපි paper stick කරන්න ඕගොල්ලෝ එකපාරටම 15 ගණන් ගියා නම් මට ආයිත් පරණ දේවල් මුකුත් මතක නෑ. ඒක අපිට date වලට ගිහින් එහෙම වැඩ කරන්න බෑ. ඒ paper stick කරන එක හින්දා. පාඩම් පොඩ්ඩක් පැත්තකට පොඩ්ඩක් තියලා අපි වීඩියෝ එකක් දවස් 4 videos දෙකක් තුනක් දාන්න බැරි කමක් නැහැ. ඒක පාඩම් ටික එකෙන් පාඩම් ගන්න මතක් කරගන්න ඕනේ තමයි. මතක් කරලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ ට්‍රැක් එකට දාගන්න ඕනේ තමයි. මෙහෙම මේ පාස් සෙන්ස් ටිකයි මතක් කරන්න. ටේබල්ස් කරලා. මේ ටික අනිවාර්යෙන් කරන්න ඕනේ. right. Here draw obtuse angle triangle. Here draw a obtuse angle triangle. Right. What's obtuse angle triangle? In obtuse angle triangle, I have teach it. Only one obtuse angle can be there. Only one obtuse angle can be. This is a obtuse angle triangle. One obtuse angle is only there. It's obtuse angled triangle. So any answer is correct. It's only correct. Only consists of one obtuse angle. You find that only one obtuse angle is there in all these triangles. Only one obtuse angle is there. In obtuse angle triangle only it consists of one obtuse angle. In obtuse angle triangle it consists of one obtuse angle. Now if you don't know these things, please write them down with the red pens. Right now don't see the video. Engage with this activity. Memorize the previous lesson. Now if you can't remember these things, please go to the note. A good note has been given to you. Right? Please go to the note and check the memorize the knowledge, recall your knowledge. Right? Please go. Don't waste your time. The time is the most important thing. Don't waste your time. Right? Do it. Obtuse angle triangle. Mark it. Next one. Solve the following equation. Number 15. Solve the following equation. Right, number 15. Solve the following equation. Solve the following equation. Solve the following equation. Number 15. 19y minus 7 equals to. Now if you don't understand, if you can't understand the equation, please see the board. Now we need to solve this equation. Now you can find that there is a left hand side. This side, left hand side of the right equal mark is known as left hand side. The right hand side is known as the right hand side. We can get as LHS and RHS. In left hand side you can find 19y minus 7. In right hand side there is 12. In left hand side there is 19y minus 7. In right hand side there is 12. Right? Now we have to solve this equation. Now you know that when we solve in the equation, we have to remove the unnecessary parts. We have to remove the unnecessary parts from the left hand side. When we are solving an equation, we want to remove the unnecessary parts from the left hand side. Right? Now you can see that minus 7 is there. Now we want to remove this part. We want to find the value. Solving the equation means we are finding the value of y. So first thing we have to do is remove this minus 7. How to remove minus 7 from the equation? Add the positive number that value. 19y minus 7, positive 7, 12 plus 7. But add positive 7 to both sides. Remove this part. This can be removed. Then 19y equals 12 plus 7 means 19. 19y equals 12 plus 7 means 19. How to remove this 19? The multiplication can be removed by division. Right? Subtraction can be removed by addition. Multiplication 19 multiplied by y එක අයින් කරන්නේ divide කරලා 19y divide by 19 19 also divide by 19 19 and 19 cutted y equals 1 answer is y equals 1 the answer is y equals 1 the answer is y equals 1 right? The answer is y equals 1. Next one, number 16. We're discussing question number 16. Number 16, simplify. Number 16, simplify. Now remember when your parents give you a normally you are most of you are coming to this live action with your mobile phones now. So when the parents give the mobile phones, please use only for this work only. You are engaged in the online classes, not only in maths, not in science, in other subjects also you can go to the online classes, and please don't use the mobile phones more, right? Only use for this educational purposes. Don't go to the other things. Don't use the media and unnecessary things, for unnecessary things, right? Don't go for social media, right? You don't use them, right? So remember, there is nothing to tell. Every day we don't need to inform it. Every week on Monday you have to go to the institute and take the tute. On every Thursday you are having the online class. It's only there. It's only Thursday you can just, and also if your parent, you inform your parent just to see the WhatsApp group. So if any messages are there, we are informing you to the WhatsApp group, right? So don't use the media incorrectly. It means don't use it badly. Just use for the educational purposes only. Right? Don't play computer games and don't play the mobile phone game. Don't play the games, right? Study game. I think most of us you are playing games. Right? In this time, don't do it, right? Because you have, I think each and every subject now that technology is being developed. I think in each and every subject you are having online classes or video has been released. Right? Some work is being given. Any class they have done this class. Each and every class they are doing it. So you have to do that work. Don't waste the time. Remember, the time is the word. Time is very important, right? Okay, number 16. 7 centimeters and 3 millimeters. 7 centimeters and 3 millimeters should be multiplied by 7, right? 7 centimeters and 3 millimeters should be multiplied by 7. 7 centimeters and 3 millimeters should be multiplied by 7, right? How to multiply it by 7? 7 centimeters and 3 millimeters should be multiplied by 7. How to multiply it by 7? Right, see the board. Centimeters, millimeters. 7 centimeters and 3 millimeters should be multiplied by 7. This is the method, right? 7 times 3, 21. Can you write 21 here? Can't. You can't write here as 21. The reason, you know that 1 centimeter means 10 millimeters, right? You know it. 1 centimeter means 10 millimeters. So you can't write the answer here 21. The maximum number you can write here is 9. 9. I just teaching you, right? 7 times 3 is 21. You know that 21 millimeters means 2 centimeters and 1 millimeter. No? 21 millimeters කියලා කියන්නේ centimeters දෙකයි millimeter එකයි. අපි ලියන millimeters column එකේ answer එක. Answer is 1 here. How much remains? 2 centimeters remain. It goes to the other side. Centimeters column. 7 times 7 is 49. 49 plus 2 means 51. The answer is 51 centimeters and 1 millimeter. The answer is 51 centimeters and 1 millimeter. Right? The answer is 51 centimeters and 1 millimeter. This is number 6. 16. Right? 51 centimeters and 1 millimeter. Next one, number 17. Number 17. The length of a side of a cube is 10 centimeters. The length of a side of a cube is 10 centimeters. Calculate its volume. Calculates its volume. Right? The length of a side of a cube is 10 centimeters. Calculate the volume. So I'll give some time to write these things. Please write using only red pens, right? Use red pens to write these things. 7 centimeters and 3 millimeters should be multiplied by 7. Right. Number 17. The length of a side of a cube is 10 centimeters. The length of a side of a cube is 10 centimeters. Let's find the volume of the cube. The length of the side of the cube is 10 centimeters. You know, when you do a cube like this way, the length of one side is 10 centimeters. Right? The length of one side is 10 centimeters. The length of one side is 10 centimeters. You will find the volume of the cube. So volume of the cube equals to length multiplied by length multiplied by length. We can have the volume of cube length multiplied by length multiplied by length. So the volume 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10. That is the answer. 10 into 10 is 100. 100 into 10 means 1000. If you write the answer as 1000, the answer is completely wrong. What is the unit? The length is 10 centimeters. Length is also 10 centimeters. So centimeter 3 times means cubic centimeters. How to write this one? 1000 cubic centimeters. The answer, the units must be there. The answer is 1000 cubic centimeters. The answer is 1000 cubic centimeters. Right? The answer is 1000 cubic centimeters. Remember, in this month, October 1st in the poor day we did classes. October 1st in the poor day we did class. Mada, आमने तो कट्टे करने दे आपने. अभी October 1st poor day also तभी class करा. October 4th तो तभी class करा. हर दे 4th तो तभी class करा. हर दे बस इतना आप online classes उधर देखा कर दी. Right? मैं याने हाथरानी class के क्या? मैं मार्च तरह हाथरानी class में यान. Right? ये क्लासेस असल काट मैं अपने जब पर किया थी ये वीडियो काट बाहर नू नेट तक मर किया मांगे तो रहेगा अवश्य लिंक का देना लास्ट वीक के वीडियो बाहर के मेरे के कितना मर किया ना मैं लास्ट वीक के वीडियो का देना बड़े रिसर्च कट कर गाने पा ट्यूसडे के विराट गाने समाज मंडे ने गाने दिन हम किया मैं नेक्स्ट वीक दिन कदा किया ने गाने किया अरे एंगति की हुआ मतलब और कट किया कोर्स देने में वो इन्फॉर्म करे कोर्स ले रिकॉर्ड इन्फॉर्म करे वो में किसी की जाके दान दे मतलब अपने कपाट काट के गाने बेन किंता कोर्स ले इन्फॉर्म कर लो वो को मैसेजेस दून right the answer is 1000 cubic centimeters. Answer is 1000 cubic centimeters. Next one, number 18, express 2 liters and 50 milliliters in liters and milliliters. Express 2 liters and 50 milliliters in liters and very easy. Number 18, answer is 2 liters and 50 milliliters. 2 liters and 50 milliliters. Just express in liters and milliliters. Right. Number 19. There are 30 red roses and 6 white roses in a flower bed. Give the ratio between the number of red roses and the number of white roses in the simplest form. You have to write this ratio in the simplest form. The two quantities discussed is red roses and white roses. Red roses and white roses. How many red roses are there? 30 red roses are there. And white roses, 6 white roses are there. So the ratio is 30 into 6. The ratio is 30 to 6. So write this in the simplest form means you can divide the both sides by 6. This also divided by 6. The answer is 5:1. The answer is 5:1. Right? The answer is 5:1. The answer is 5:1. The answer is 5:1. The answer is 5:1. Mark it. Next one, number 20. Number 20. Express 1.35. Express 1 to 35 as a percentage. Express 1 to 35 as a percentage. a mistake in number 20. Not to 1 to 35. It should be 1.35. It should be 1.35. Number 20, there's a printing mistake. They have marked it like this way. The pure, they have marked it like this way. 20, not 1 to 35. It's wrong. 1 is to 35. Mistake. You have to make it 1 is to 35 as a percentage. You know how to convert it percentage? Multiply the number by 100%. Multiply the number by 100%. So it means what? 135 and 2% means what is the answer? What is the answer? 135. 135 is wrong. 135% should be there. Answer 135%. Right? 1.35 multiplied by 100 means 135%. Answer is 135%. Please mark it. Right. Now we are going to discuss part 2. 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 Right, part 2. Now there is, I told you at the beginning also, they have given the instruction to do question number 1 and 4 the questions, but really don't do it. You have to answer for all the questions, right? You have to answer for all the questions. Now there is a bar graph, so yes sir, details have been given how the sold food as lunch in the day in the canteen are shown in the below table. They have been shown in the table. How the plates have been taken in the canteen and the food packets have been given. Draw a multi-bar graph to show the above data. Right? You have to draw a multi-bar graph to show the above data. Right? See the board. We are discussing part 2. We are discussing part 2. You must draw a multi-bar graph. Right? When you are doing a multi-bar graph, you know it. There are some features. There are some features. The distance between two intervals must be same. Right? Distance between two intervals must be same. So you can write the number. This side you can mark food. It's good, better write type of food. Right? Type of food. But it has type of food and the amount of food. Both are correct, right? The number, the amount of food. So you can mark it. I think by seeing this data, the way they took food, they have given two graphs in canteen. In canteen and number of food packets they sold. In canteen, it means plates, number of plates or fish plates, how many? Type of food, fish, 10, 25. So you can see all the numbers are multiples of 5. All the numbers are multiples of 5. So you can mark it easily. The scale you can use, I think, by 5 by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. First one, fish. Remember the space between these two lines should be equal. If you can take, I think the better thing, you can take a one small square in your book. ඔයාලා පොතේ පොඩි කොටුවක ස්පේස් එකක් තියලා අඳින්න බාර් graph එක. බාර් graph එක අඳින්න ස්ක්වයර් රූල්ස් දෙකක් අරගෙන. ස්ක්වයර් රූල්ස් දෙකක් අරගෙන බිට් එක. පළල විතර ගන්න රූල් දෙකක්. ෆිෂ් කොච්චර ඉන්නවද ෆිෂ්? කැන්ටින් එකේ 10ක් ඉන්නවා. කැන්ටින් එකේ 10. You can use two different colors. In canteen 10 are there. In canteen 10 are there. In the food packets, some food packets are there. 25 food packets 25 සාමාන්‍ය food packets 25ක් දීලා. plates අරගෙන තියෙනවා 10ක්. plates 10යි. This is fish, right? This one should be fish. This fish, you should mark all these things. Plates 10යි, packets අරගෙන තියෙනවා 25. Next one, egg. Plates 15යි. Eggs plates 15යි. Egg plate 15ක් අරගෙන තියෙනවා. Egg plate 15ක් අරගෙන තියෙනවා. Egg plate 15යි. Egg plate 15ක් අරගෙන තියෙනවා. right? 15 egg plates have been taken, and also they have taken 10 food packets. Food packets 10. Mark it correctly. 10 food packets. This one is egg. This one is egg. Next one, vegetables. Vegetables 5 are there. 5 vegetables are there. Five vegetables and 15 food packets have been taken. 15 food packets have been taken. Vegetables. Next one, chicken. 20 food plates are in the canteen. 20 food plates are in the canteen. Other one is 15. Chicken 15, right? You can use the rulers and draw it nicely. So I can't draw it nicely, but you can do it in the correct way. Oh, these are 10, no? And if you know this one is too large. 10 means this amount. 15, this scale is correct. 15, right? It should be also 15. It should be also 15. This chicken. Number of food plates. Next one, cuttlefish. Cuttlefish 5. 5 cuttlefish are there. Next one, food packets are made 10. 10 means this amount. 5 cuttlefish, no? It's too larger. And 10 means this amount, this amount. I draw it this cuttlefish. You are write these things, if you are not writing, please write them down. Remember the space between two bar graphs. Two graphs should be equal. මේ rectangles දෙක අතර තියෙන space එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕන. මෙතන කොටුවක් කරා මෙතන කොටු දෙකක් ගන්න බෑ. සමාන වෙන මේ rectangle එක අදින්න කොටු දෙකක width එකක් ගන්න. rectangle එකට කොටු දෙකක width එකකින් අදින්න. මගේ පොතේ මේ පැත්තට ඇඳලා කොට ලස්සන අදින්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ පොතේ මේ පොත තියෙන පොත ඔයගොල්ලෝ හරවල ඇඳලා මේ පැත්තට ඇඳලා ලස්සන එක අදින්න පුළුවන්. The number, type of food, the amount, the number or the amount, both are correct. Right, the number or the amount, right? Write it correctly. Right, the type of food and the amount of food. Write it correctly. The type of food and the amount of food. Do it. You have to do it using the red pen if you have not done it. At the last you can write මේක සිම්බලයිස් කරලා මොකද්ද කියලා අපි පැහැදිලිව ලියන්න ඕනද මොකද්ද කියලා. මේ දෙක පාවිච්චි කරලා මොනවටද කියලා ලියන්න ඕන. This one, people who ate in the canteen. Let's show it, right? Symbolize. Otherwise, you don't know. People who ate in the canteen. Who ate in the canteen. Other one are food plates. This one is the food plates. In blue color, they have colored in the food plates. So you have to mark it, right? In your books also, you can use different two colors. People who ate in the canteen. This other one is food plates. Other one is food plate. In blue color, food plates have been marked, and in black color, people who ate in the canteen have been marked. People who ate in the canteen have been marked. Right, mark it correctly. Symbolize them with symbol, the black color one and the blue color one. Right, next one. I will answer the questions. How many people did eat in the canteen? How many people? You add all the numbers. So answer is what? Row number 2. We're discussing row number 2. The number of people eat in the canteen, you have to add 10 plus 15 plus 5 plus 20 plus 5. What is the answer? Answer is 55 people. Row number 2, answer is 55 people. Row number 3. How many people did buy lunch packets? Lunch packets how many? Add all this. 25 plus 10 plus 15 plus 15 plus 10. What is the answer? Answer is 75 people. The answer is 75 people. The answer is 75 people. Please mark it correct. 75 people. Next one. How many fish food were sold? How many fish food were sold? Number 4. Row number 4. Row number 4. And this amount you can't see in the board, no? So I am writing, I am to erase this part. Row number 4. What is the answer? How many fish food were sold? Fish food 10 plus 25. 10 plus 25 means 35. 35 fish food were sold. Number 5. Express the sold fish food as a fraction of the total food sold. What is the total food sold? Total food sold was 130. Right? Total food which was sold was, number of sold fish food as a fraction of total food sold is, the number of total food sold was 55 plus 75 is 130. Altogether 155 plus 30, total sold. Total sold was 55 plus 75 means 130. Number of fish food how many? Fish food was 35. I will write them as a fraction. Right? 35 over 130. Right? The number of fish food into the number of total sold food, 35 over 130. 35 over 130. The last question, number 6, row number 6. Write an equivalent fraction for the fraction that you obtain in the number 5. Write a equivalent fraction for this one. 35 over number 6. Yes, row number 6. Right? 35 over 1. You write an equivalent fraction for this one. So we can divide the both numbers by 5. No, we can write equivalent fraction by dividing the both numerator and denominator by the same number or by multiply. So we can divide it easily, no? By 5. When you divide this number by 5, what is the answer? 7. When you divide 130 by 5, what is the answer? When you divide 130 by 5 is 26. So the answer is, you can write 7 over 26. Or you can write any answer by multiplying it. අපේ equivalent fraction එක බෙදලා ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් multiply කරලා ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. බෙදලා ලියන්න බලලා ලේසියෙන්ම numerator එකයි denominator එකයි 5 වලින් divide කරාම answer එක කීයද? 7 over 26. So answer you can take easily 7 over 26. Right? Now first complete the answers, mark it. I'll give 1 minute time. The answer are in the board. Number 6 answer is there. Remember multiply graph එක ඇඳලා ඉවරලා මේක mark කරන්න ඕනේ people who ate in the canteen. මේක මේ food plates ගන්න කියලා mark කරන්න ඕනේ වань. mark කරගන්න ඉස්සරට ගන්න. The answer is 7 over, last answer is 7 over 26. Right, I think now the time is enough. I think the time is enough. Right, now we are coming to the end of the today's lesson. We are going to today's program. We are going to end it. Right, before ending it, I want to tell now, if you have anybody have not taken the paper number 3, I will give you another chance. You can go to the institute tomorrow only. Means Friday tomorrow you can go to the institute and please take the tute. Definitely you must take it and do the number paper 3 also. From next week I am going to give you homework also. Today I am not giving any homework, but next week if some homework is there, I am just putting the homework in the book. homework in the WhatsApp group also. So you have to do the homework in the homework group, homework book. I will send some homework in the WhatsApp group. Right, I think you have got it now. I gave some homework last week because I gave some homework. Right, I am discussing it in a next video. Next video I am going to discuss the whole the homework. Right, so you have to keep with you the do the whole the homework and do it with you. Do and keep it. I will send you the link, and then after going to the link you can get with the homework discussion. Right. Okay. Thank you for joining with me for this during about 140 minutes we did the today's lesson. Right. Thank you for joining with me to the lesson. Next day we are going to again meet on next Thursday at 7 p.m. We are going to again meet on next Thursday at 7 p.m. Until that, goodbye. And you always remember you have to keep always be safe. Right? Be safe. Always be at home. Right? And also good night to you. Right? And we meet next day. Right? Good night.